Hello, this is Claude, and today I'm doing a quick video about the Cooler Master Master Mouse MM530, and basically I think that this is the best gaming mouse as we speak right now for December 2017. The best gaming mouse on a limited budget. This is the best value for a gaming mouse, and I'm going to tell you why I think that. All right. First of all, I received the mouse, yesterday, beginning of December 2017. I got it on Black Friday for about $35 US. So let me tell you my first comments when I, did the unboxing and all of that. First comments that I had. First of all, the box. I always trust what the box looks like to give me an idea of what I'm going to receive inside the box. If I look at the box itself, it's very smart, just like Rocat used to do. You have the Velcro here. You can see the information here. The mouse is inside, but when you're at the store, you can actually put the hand on the mouse and it gives you a good indication of what you're gonna get. It's very smart. So you know if Cooler Master or the company took the time to think about these things, that the final product also is going to be very well thought of. And my experience with mice, gaming mice, and any kind of product has always shown me that the packaging usually gives you a hint of the quality that's what's going to be in the box. So I wanted to talk about that. One of the things that I want to talk about why I think this is an amazing value. It's a great gaming value. If you're a gamer and you're building your first PC, you're on a budget, you got $1,000, if that, to build a gaming PC, you're gonna have to put the chip, the graphics card, these two. If you put decent things, you're already up $500. You need to put the case, you need to put some RAM. RAM is getting more expensive. So after that, when it comes to the peripherals, the gaming keyboard, gaming mouse, at the end, when the money is scarce. So this is why having a mouse like this, if you can pick it up at a price like I did, it's a good thing. I think the full price on Amazon is $47 US. It's still not gonna break the bank. It's still not a mouse like the Rocat EMP that I have. I've got the Logitech G903 wireless. It's $150 US. The Rocat is about $100. So that's expensive. So for $47 full price or $35 like I got it, it's an amazing value. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's an amazing value. One of the things, if you look at the box, what it says here, the sensor is a Pixar 3360. This is currently the best optical sensor you can get on a mouse. That's what I got on my Rocat, and that's what I got on the, it's called the Owl Isle, but it's Pixar 3360 or version of it. My Logitech G903 wireless is also the same, the 3366. It's a variant of the 3360. So you're getting right now in this value mouse, you are getting the best optical gaming sensor you can find on any given mouse as we speak right now, December 2017. All right, so that's one of the first thing that I will say. Other thing that I will see as well is you get the software is very good. On the software you got 5 DPI, you've got 5 profiles, you got 5 profiles. On each profile you can have 4 DPI levels. This is very good. They've got the software that goes with it. I think it's the Cooler Master control panel, something like that. It's excellent. It's equally good as Logitech, equally good as the software the Swarm software of Rocat. It's really, really good. I'm completely amazed by it. So this is what I wanted to talk about. All right. One of the things also that you have that I think is really good for the software, and I'm just gonna go into the software a little bit in itself, and so it's gonna help me with what I want to talk about. Like I said, 5 profiles. You can have 4 DPI level for on each profile. You can have the angle snapping on and off. Not all the softwares do that. You also have the lift off distance, low or high. That's very good as well. It is it is something that you will find on much more expensive mice and software. So that is very good as well. The mouse comes with no acceleration whatsoever. You're playing a game, you don't want no acceleration. So the mouse doesn't have acceleration. So I think this is very, very good as well. Let me talk about the mouse a little bit more. So that's the box right here. And I said everything I need to say about the box itself. Let's talk about the mouse itself. First of all, the material. I will try to show that, but it's a little rugged. There is a texture to the plastic. Personally, I love it. It is not too slippery. It is nice. You know, there is no kind of groove on the mouse buttons there, but it doesn't bother me at all. So this is also, they're very comfortable. The position of the mouse is comfortable as well. If you have a larger hand, I've got a larger hand, it is on the small side. So if I look at, and I will compare with my Rocat, I'm a palmer. And on the Rocat, I have a larger hands, I will palm the mouse completely and it's going to be very comfortable. If I look at this mouse here and I will try to palm the mouse, it's a little small. So if you've got, you know, medium to small hands in your palmer, it's perfectly fine. If you got a larger hand, it's going to be difficult. All right. So just for the size of the mouse as well. So let me just go and do the dimension here. So you've got more or less the width is about 60 millimeters. So that's 6 centimeters. The height, this is where I see it's not very tall. It's about 38 millimeters. Usually you're going to have at least the 4 centimeters high, if not a little more. That's the Rocat is more than 4. So this is not as high. So, and that's the thing. On the length of the mouse, and I'm going to calculate here like this. The length of the mouse is about 133 millimeter. All right. So more or less the same as the Rocat. It's just the only thing that I see is that it's narrower and it's not as tall itself. All right. But like I say, if you do the claw, you will be perfectly fine with it, even with larger hands. All right, so that's one of the things. All right. So also as for the weight itself, the box says it's 99 grams, and with the cable, I think it's more, but we don't never calculate with the cable. So if I put it on my scale, which I did, it with the part of the cable, this is always how I calculate it. It gives me 106 grams. All right. For a gaming mouse, you would want to have more or less 95 grams. Or less. You know, anything above that is a little too much, especially that it's a smaller size mouse. So you know, 95 grams would really be the maximum for this mouse, but still at 106 is no big deal. All right, so it's not bad at all. Like I said, it's got the sensor on this mouse is the Pixar 3360. Is the best sensor you can get on a mouse as we speak right now. Another thing that I really dig, that I really like, I even put my own, you know, additional grip on mice because I like it when it's rubber grip, right? And I've got hockey tape, lizard skin hockey tape, basically is great. So, but this mouse already comes with rubber on the side there, so I'm gonna show that on this side and on that side as well. The grip on this thing is amazing. It's one of the best I've seen so far. I really like the grip on this thing. Like I said, the material is a rugged plastic. I really like it. I really feel that the buttons are very nice as well. Something that I like as well is that the RGB, you've got the RGB on this thing. By each, you can do all on the software, you can do all the colors for the RGB. The software is very good. So you can put all the colors that you want, all the effects that you want. You can have breathing, you can have the static color, you can all the other effects that you want. And what I like as well, and then some other software for other brands like you know, I will think of my Steel series Rival 300. It doesn't give you a different color if you do the change of DPI. So if you have like this, I'm going to show I've got the green static color on this. If you change the DPI, the mouse will also give you a feedback with the color, which is very good. And some higher end mice will not do that. So I will change red. So this is my minimum. I'll put this one at 600, 800, 1000, 1200, the fastest. All right, and then there's nothing else that doesn't change because that's the last one. There's 4 DPI by profile. So me, I'm a 600 DPI kind of guy. So red is what it is, and once it's done, it goes back to the static color that I have. So as you change on the fly, if you know that, for example, you're anything else, oh shit, I need to be on red. That's it. You're on red. You know you're on your DPI setting. This is a visual indicator. SteelSeries doesn't do that, or at least in the earlier version that I had. On the last one that I had from these guys, are the Rival 300, didn't have that. I had to do a video on how to, go through a DPI and get a visual thing there by changing profile, assigning the button as a changing profile with a different color with a higher DPI. So, but this is also something you find on higher end mice as well. So this is also what I think is very good as well. One of the this button here, I think it's called button number 6 in the software. You can have the tactics. It's called tactics. Some Rocat have that as a shift. G shift on Logitech, which allows you, by doing the shift, to double the function of every button on the mouse, so you can have dual functions as well. Me, I just do DPI up and DPI down. I don't use the other stuff, but if you need more functions on the buttons, you can do the shift and assign the button. So this can be something on a regular button, and then you can do the shift and then call it something else after that. So that is also a feature of mice that are twice the price. So I think it's an amazing feature. One of the things that, like I said, talked about the RGBs, the change in DPI by color. It has 512 kilobytes of onboard memory as well. So you take the mouse, it's on my desktop right now, but if I take the mouse on my laptop for a business traveler or students who go to school or whatever, in a laptop on a different computer, well, the setting is in the memory, so you don't have to worry about that. So it retains the setting that you have in onboard memory. This is specification from higher end mice. So this one, for the $47, you have all of that. I think it's an amazing value. All right. Also, what I want to say about that's a very good positive for me. The rubber wheel, the scrolling wheel is rubber. I remember the Logitech, the Proteus, what it was called, the G503, I think. With the steel wheel, I hated it. But this is so nice and satisfying. It's very grippy. So I'm gonna let you listen to the buttons here. But that rubber wheel is very satisfying. I'm gonna let you hear the sound here. Left click, right click, DPI down, arrow. So that's what it is. The switches on this are the Omron switches, 20 million clicks. Same thing here. This is the best grade switches you can get today. So that's also another very, very good feature. The only thing I will say on the cons on this mouse, I can't tell you why I think it's great. Now I'm going to tell you the few things that I think are not that great. Like I said, it's a smaller mouse. It's just like, if you look at the specs, but your hand doesn't sit completely. So larger hand, it's a little small. It's not as tall. It's a couple of millimeters, so it makes a difference. Also, the balance of the mouse. If I take my Rocat, I'm gonna try to. It's got a bungee cord on this, but if I take the thing there and I lift it up from sideways, it's very well balanced. It will stay like this, parallel to the ground there, right, to the desk. If I take this mouse, the weight on the Cooler Master Mouse 530, the weight is distributed more in the back of the mouse. If you lift the mouse like this, it will go down. It will immediately go down. So it will go when you lift it up, it's on the ground, you lift it up, it's gonna go like this. All right. So the weight is not very well distributed, but it's got tons of grip. So when you play, you will lift it, you will grip it. So there's not going to be an issue, but still the weight is in the back. So that's one of the little thing that I will say is not, the weight should be distributed much better on this mouse. All right. That's one of the things that I will say. So not well balanced. Also another thing that the cable is rubber cable. It's very soft, very supple. So it's not too bad. But with today's mice here, we used to have all the braided cable thing there, so it's a little something that maybe they could have done it, but it make it feel a little more premium. But still, it's very supple, so it's not a problem at all while gaming or using the mouse whatsoever. The last thing that I will say in today's age is everything is about it's all about RGB. All right. Unfortunately, that's 2017 is the year of RGB. So if you take a look at the RGB, you can put the different colors and all that. I just like to have it green static. That's all. But the logo Cooler Master right here, you know what? It should be lighting up. I'm sorry. The edge of it is very nice to have. This is very nice, but you should see Cooler Master right there. That would be so much better. So in today's day and age, that's this little thing. You got the edge there. Might as well do the Cooler Master, might as well, and show off your brand. It's a great mouse. I really like the mouse. So anyway, they should have done that. So that's a little something that they missed an opportunity to do good with. So basically, and my conclusion is, for $47, I bought it $35 US myself on Black Friday from Amazon. You get the 3360 Pixar sensor. You've got tons of grip, the rubber grip on this one. You've got the shift key. You've got an amazing scrolling wheel. You've got the run switches there, the 20 million click switches. Basically you've got everything a higher end mouse is gonna give you for twice the price. So you get all of this for half the price. So if you're on the budget, that's an amazing mouse. The shape itself is very safe. It's a very comfortable mouse. So basically, I think it's an amazing value. And as we speak today, to get all of these, especially with the 3360 sensor at that price, and the software is very good with all the possible options that you have, you will not find a better combination of mouse quality, material quality, everything that you're looking for, that I'm looking for sure, as for a gaming mouse, especially for first-person shooter. I'm a CSGO kind of guy. You cannot find better than that. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but you know what? You're in a budget, you're bringing a PC, this is the mouse to go with. I really think it's a great mouse. So there you go. That's my observations on the Cooler Master Master Mouse MM530. I think it's an overall very good value. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance to do so right now, please subscribe to my channel. It gives me an indication if you appreciate what I'm doing, and also like the video if you like the content, and dislike if there's anything in there that you don't like. And I always like to have constructive feedback. If it's just troll, and I like the trolls as well. I just get a good chuckle, delete the comments. But if it's actually constructive feedback, I leave it there, and I take it for what it's worth. It's always good to improve. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao.